Alright, good morning, class. We got a quick little video today uh, going over actually what was part of your homework. So, if some of you guys who didn't do it yet, you could video will kind of help you with some of the problems, and you could also put that into your assignment. And if you did do it, you could check your answers, make sure it works out, and it's the same as I got it. Because after this little video is when you guys are going to take your quiz, which you have to do during the period. So watch the video, and then afterwards you're going to do the quiz. And this video is definitely going to be beneficial for the quiz because going over the same kind of stuff, right? Comes the same type of problems. So let's see. For that first one, again, this is page 69. First problem here, all we're doing is we're getting the answers to all of them, getting like one single number. What I can do here, we got that subtracting a negative, right? Remember, we always want to turn that subtraction into adding the opposite, so I'm writing negative 5.2. Instead of subtracting, it's going to be adding, but then what's the opposite of negative 3.1? It's positive 3.1, right? So it's going to be plus positive 3.1 plus 5.2. And again, that other shortcut that I always mentioned, you just change that to a big plus sign whenever you see that, right? Here, you can combine these two. They make 0 because they're opposites or additive inverses. Real quick, I wrote 0.52. I meant to write 5.2. So they cross out, or they cancel out. I could just cross them out. And all I have left is 3.1. That one's pretty easy. Second one here. And kind of notice how the way I'm showing my work, I want you to show your work similarly to that. It might not be exactly the same, but make sure you show your work. I don't want to just see you write an answer here. And especially on the quiz, you're going to definitely get marked down for that. Here, when I got 32 plus negative 12 and 7/8, I'm going to break that apart, just like we've always been doing, to the negative 12 plus negative 7/8. From here, you can add the whole numbers. 32 plus negative 12 is 20. And then plus the negative 7/8. If you're here and you get straight to your answer, I'm okay with that. I'm going to just write the next step. I could break that 20 into 19 and 8/8. Right, you got 19, and you got 8/8 is one whole, makes 20. And then here, you could now easily combine those two. I still got 19. And 8/8 plus negative 7/8 makes 1/8, because 8 plus negative 7 is positive 1. So that's my answer for B. Alright, so make sure you guys are checking your answers on your Go Formative also. Make sure you got the same answers. And you guys always go back and look at this video on your own to help you out with it. I'll make sure to try to post it as well. Okay, and then for part C, or I guess question C, do the same thing. Start off that same first step. That's subtracting a negative, right? Right here, subtracting a negative is the same as adding the positive. So I got 3 and 1/6 plus 20.3 plus 5 and 5/6. Here, these are two pretty easy ones to add. 5/6 and 3/6 makes one whole. No, 5/6 and 1/6 makes 6/6, which is one whole. Plus the 3 plus the 5. I kind of wrote it in a weird order, but hopefully you actually see that 3 is bringing down, the 5 bringing down. And then 1/6 and 5/6 makes 6/6, which is just one whole. And then we got the 20.3. Here, 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 5 is 9, plus 20.3. Right here, you just do the 9 plus the 20, right? Makes 29. But you got that 0.3 also. If you were trying to show how to add this, remember when you're adding decimals, that's 9 is like a 9.0, right? So you add like that. Alright, last one. Before I even change the subtraction for this one, I'm going to simplify 16 over 20. I can divide top and bottom both by 4. I got 4/5, right? And then right here, once again, same thing has been showing up. Subtracting negative 1.8 is the same as adding positive 1.8. I'm going to change that minus 4.5. Subtracting 4.5 is the same as adding negative 4 over 5. When I say 4.5, I meant 4 over 5. Once again, you see how all these problems got something they could kind of easily add. Those two. Again, they're opposites, additive inverses. Cancel each other out. All you got left is 1.8. Alright, the last one. The problem at the bottom, that was not something you guys had to do. But I want you guys to try to do that one on your own for now. Let's say you guys 4 or 5 minutes to work on that. Try to do it on your own. It's good practice, and then you can see what how I do it. So pause the video here. Alright, so right here, I know it says explain step by step, but we're just going to go ahead and show our steps, or show our work on how to get the answer. First things first, I got a fraction here. Let's either decide to keep them all as fractions or keep them all as decimals here. Since we've been doing fractions, I'm going to change them all to fractions. Except the whole number, it's okay to leave it alone. 12.5 is the same as 12.5, right? That's all I did for now. Everything I kept the same. Next, you're going to go ahead and change those subtractions, right? So subtracting negative half is the same as adding positive half. Remember, subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive. Then subtracting 12.5 is the same as adding, but now 12.5 becomes negative 12.5. Okay, so from there, again, you might have done yours a little bit differently. As long as you show some work, you're okay. Right here, I'm most comfortable just breaking this apart. Negative 12.5 becomes negative 12 plus a negative half. Now you see how it's a lot of easy things to add now, right? Half and negative half, those cancel out. That makes 0, so all I got left is negative 24 plus negative 12. Here I'm adding 2 negatives. Remember, you add 2 negatives, you ignore the sign, just combine it together. 24 plus 12 is 36. But make sure you put that sign in at the end. Negative 36. So hopefully me going over all that will help you guys get ready for this quiz that you guys are going to do. So go on to GoFormative or go on to Google Classroom and you will see the quiz. All right, good luck. Bye.